Off duties, and off we go here in Atlanta. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Saints coming out, and the veteran leads them. It's their quarterback, Derek Carr, 9 years with the Raiders. Now year 2 with the Saints, Greg, for a man who's now 33 years old.
And this is where you really need your quarterback, Mike, to step up and not just lead your offense, but to really establish himself as the leader of this entire team. You're looking to pick up your first win. You're trying to build a little momentum to kickstart what's been a slow start to the season. Remember, another loss here today, 0-4, would all but eliminate their playoff chances. Only one team in NFL history, the 1992 San Diego Chargers, has ever made the playoffs after an 0-4 start.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. First carry now for Alvin Kamara. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. The shotgun. It's caught. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. 15 yards the pickup. Good for a 1st down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Carr working out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Carr. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. From the gun, here is Penix. It is brought in the end zone. Ray McCloud. Touchdown Falcons. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. He's got it. And Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Tell me about it.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Hey, that Kilo missed with that LT10, deadly. I've been waiting to get the LT10 on lock. I just ain't been playing duty like that. When they run a Kilo back, I was like, oh yeah. And that Graw hit too, but I don't like the Graw. A big hit though.
There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll get about
who's got in this chat, man?
It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. A run here with Kamara. This will be a Saints first down as he gets this up to the 42.
These folks don't think I'm going to make the playoffs in the franchise. They got me fucked up. I played the Eagles. I played the Eagles and the goddamn Chiefs my first 2 goddamn games.
For about 3. It's second down.
I got the fucking Falcons. The Falcons actually pretty. They got a decent team though. I ain't gonna lie. They got some alright niggas on this bitch.
Carr to throw. Shaheed with the catch.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push
hit.
this ball
That's
initially
a
downfield.
big ass tight end.
With the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Ryan run for this with Kamara. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line.
Appreciate that. Like,
the idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily
I'm
touchdown.
trying to get this shit 2 and 2.
You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss.
I'm gonna learn how to block these motherfuckers. They need the goddamn. I can't wait till they add the goddamn channel plays.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. From the gun.
Oh,
it's
shit, bro.
Now,
that nigga's slow, bro.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the
That
defense
slow,
gives you.
bro.
But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On second down, Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He'll get this up to the 30, about a yard or so short of the first down.
Ready.
Penix on third down. Now, deep ball for London. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down. As this defense can't come up with the play they need, they surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on fourth down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
Yeah, more faster.
Look deep,
more faster.
For more.
Ah, that nigga is slow.
Incomplete.
Well, let me see some shit. So who the fastest nigga I got on my team? Yeah, more. Yeah, he's faster than I got on my team.
Line between
He just ain't
trusting your
throw that bitch
arm
right.
and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That one taken in by London.
Shit. Okay, London got a fast ass change of direction. I ain't gonna lie.
Of this first quarter.
That's a rough Friday roll.
We are through one. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. First and 10. To throw again.
Oh, shit. Ah!
Good throw there, but not on the same page with his target.
That nigga, boy, was beautiful on blitzing, boy.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Penix.
So you ain't catching them? Your big ass ain't catching none of them?
Good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Let's go. Ready to go. You can find me in the club.
Gonna throw again.
Get him.
Taken by Pitts.
There go.
Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense. Now the
B-John.
B-John.
B-John. B-John. B-John.
And he's going to take this all the way home.
These niggas trying to get me to do trades and shit. They doing all these trades and shit in the league and shit. Niggas still struggling with these Falcons week ass
We all
niggas.
talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to balance that contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the time.
Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker.
B-John.
This will be caught. And he's going to take this into the end zone. I wasn't sure we'd ever see a fake extra point again. But this one works. So instead of 1, they get 2. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams 2-2 in this league. That's crazy.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Kamara. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Now, 2nd down throw from Carr. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Far from the gun on 3rd down. That's
I
going to be
don't know
pulled
how to say
in
it, bro.
by Kamara.
The LC10, that shit got a quick snap on. That bitch gonna snap on some shit, bro. I had to pick one up off the ground. So, oh yeah, this shit right here, bro. Until they nurse it.
Put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
Oh, that Craig too, now.
And no return for
That Craig motherfucker. That's the strongest TTK in the game.
20-yard line.
My shit is low level. No, but that Kilo just feel comfortable.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Me?
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll get this to McLeod.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
On 2nd down, it's a run with Robinson.
Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
They're going to be over there.
On 3rd down, Penix. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Gonna look deep, looking for more. And that is not gonna work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They can get back into this quickly now. Very short field ahead. It is 1st and 10. Back is Carr. He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he's in! Touchdown, New Orleans. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get about 5. The offense in hurry-up mode, pushing the pace.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Gonna look deep, looking for more. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
But you're not going to shoot the nigga. That's crazy.
I did shoot that nigga up there.
No, I'm talking not shooting.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. Again, it's Penix. And he's into the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Saints offense make their way out to take over once more. The next drive about to get going. We're going to take a moment here to let you know what's coming up in prime time this week. Starting tonight, it's Sunday Night Football, one of the best games of the opening month of the season. Bills and Ravens from Baltimore. And then another double bill on Monday Night Football as the Titans and Dolphins meet in Miami at 7:30 Eastern. Followed by the Seahawks and Lions 45 minutes later with kickoff in Detroit at 8:15 Eastern time.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Second down, Carr. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated to the scoreboard just yet.
To throw is Carr. Open man is Kadarius Toney, the former Giant. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And they do not cut into the deficit.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. From the gun, here is Penix. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with
to the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago, where it was the visiting Rams.
And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Same thing out there, man. They've been storming goddamn all month.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Can't wait for my goddamn birthday.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here.
God damn, I can't do shit no more.
His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings.
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. We'll try and hurry to the line here. Now Penix on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative. No time to just sit on this ball. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it. You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Carr now on 2nd down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nathan Landman. And the Falcons are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Drake London was the intended receiver there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down in bounds. Now a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. And Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he will go all the way. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. On is Coop for the point after. And now it's a flip back to the kicker. It's a fake. And this is not going to come close to fooling anyone. Hard to believe they thought that would work. It didn't, and they get nothing on the extra point. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Carr. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Carr working out of the gun. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Nathan Landman.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 35.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
And he's going to be taken down. This offense moving quickly, and they'll try to get set. They'll run with Robinson. Good blocking, and he's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Here's Coop for the extra point. Now it's a fake. They'll flip it to the kicker. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. From the 6, here comes a return.
I didn't push it, bro. I was right.
Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Saints offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Big man down the field, it's Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Throwing is caught. Pass is caught by Olave. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Carr now. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone. I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get to the backfield and bring it down. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Short throw taken by Pitts. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the
Throwing again, it's Penix. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. And he'll be stopped at about the 2. Even with the lead, they're trying to press the tempo. On second down, Penix. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that...
And he's got another one. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Atlanta. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his 3rd of the game, his 6th this year. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the round rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line.
I'm never dead.
I hate that bitch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Carr throwing from the pistol. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That's going to be pulled in by Kamara. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Carr. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. On 2nd down, here's Penix. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, my God, bro.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Penix going to throw again. To the outside. Catch made by London. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
Your way back up, baby.
Again, it's Penix. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going. To throw again, it's Penix. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Got these third ones to hit. I like them.
I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time.
Yeah, I just got them my franchise game. I got 12 seconds left, nigga. You talking about, nigga? Got 12 seconds left, nigga.
So the
48-7,
out
nigga.
there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. First down throw for Carr. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They get the victory away from home in the division. This is so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time.
I'm finna slide, finna come slide. Finna come slide, finna come slide, finna come slide. You motherfuckers think they slick, they trying to goddamn finesse y'all lose. Trying to get me to trade my folks. I ain't trading nothing. It'll work, man.